Hi lovers, how are we all doing today? And how was your Valentine? I didn't get any response from anybody. Nothing in my email, no WhatsApp, no comments. You are being stingy. Tell me how my tips are doing. Let me know so that I'll be ginger to give you more tips. Anyway, today I'm going to be talking about something really serious, and I'm sure you don't want to miss it because it's something that you can benefit from. Welcome to Eve's Desire by Tiwa Says, and I am your pleasure coach. Okay, let's get into it. I said that I'm going to be talking about something really serious. So I got like I say, I get some trickles of feedback, but not as much as I would like. So do better. But from my last feedback, somebody was telling me about how you start a relationship and then you're all over each other when it comes to sex. Your sex life is fire. Your sex bed is burning like this, as if it's full. Then after a while, it just fizzles out. It stops. Sex now becomes, oh, I'm tired. Oh, I have a headache. Oh, rain check. That kind of thing. And the person was asking that, okay, what causes this, and then why? And of course, the person was a male. So today I'm going to be telling you guys, the males, why this happens, why your sex life will first of all be fire and then it will now dim. Okay, so the first thing is, especially with men, this is let me not just say for men. If it goes for women, it goes for men as well, but most especially for men. Why do men lose steam? Why do men lose steam after a while? Like, they are all over the woman, that they want to have sex like 10 times a day. Then after a while, they are not even feeling it and whatever. Okay, so the first thing is that, men, they say you people are hunters. You hunt. You like to hunt. So when you are after a woman now, you're always hunting. It's like, I need to catch this prey. I need to catch this prey. And then once you have catched, and then maybe, the woman's body and is still fresh to you, you are still discovering, yes, let me do this style, let me do that style, let me blah, blah, blah. And then at the end of the day, when you have done it, when you have done some styles, when you've captured the woman, when the woman is now yours, so to say, there's really no excitement again, because it's like there's nothing you are looking forward to again, so the passion now begins to dim, especially if you are not a good student of Tiwa Says. If you don't listen and you don't put my the things I teach, the tips I teach, if you don't put it into practice, there's nothing really. So you have moved from hunter to conqueror. You have conquered. Like some people will say, territory. I'm guarding my territory, So you have moved from, I want to hunt. You have now moved to, you have conquered, you are possessed. So it's not freaking you again, So that is one reason. So another reason is, okay, like I said, still finish, you enter mundane. It becomes mundane because you have put the room upside down. You have done bathroom, you have done car, you have done kitchen, there's nothing left again. See, finish has entered, So you are not so moved. But I'm going to let you know what you should do anyway. So don't go anywhere, Okay, so I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to be helping you. I'm going to be telling you things that you need to do to salvage the situation. But let me first just tell you some of the things that causes it. When the thing is still fresh, you are still vulnerable with this person. You are getting to know the person. You are letting your feelings show, your whatever. But after a while, it becomes performance. It becomes, especially for those that are married, it now becomes like, okay, sex is okay, it's something that I have to do. Even women too, it's something that I have to do against, it is something that I want to do because I want this person and I want to enjoy, physical pleasure with this person. It now becomes that, especially for the women, it's my duty. And sex is not supposed to be duty. I don't even know those I say the sex is not supposed to be duty at all. It's something that two people are supposed to enjoy. So I want you, you want me. And the day I'm not feeling it, okay, let's do another day. The day you are not feeling it, it's not that, oh, because the man, they say you have to please your man, you have to please your man. What happens to the men pleasing their women? Or what happens to the men saying, okay, my female partner is not feeling it today, so let's do another day and all that. So, you know, so from vulnerability to performance. So you are just doing the sex for performance sake. And then after a while, you know, it just loses steam. And then there's the one of entitlement. You know, when you first meet a partner, let me not just even say one partner here. When you first meet both partners and then you are having sex, you know, the sex is always so good. Like, you know, the man, well, in a way, like gratitude, like, man, thank you for that. That was sweet. And the woman too, oh, that was awesome, blah, 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 blah. But after a while, the man starts to feel entitled. Like, you know, it's his birthright. I'll come here, you know. And then maybe sometimes the woman is not feeling it or not in the mood, or the man now stops doing what he's supposed to do. Maybe before he used to do a lot of foreplay, and that happens when you are just meeting each other. Foreplay is involved because you are discovering the person's body. That's when you want to touch here, kiss here, suck here, and all that. But after a while, it now becomes let's just quickly do it, whether the woman is ready or not, and that should not be, you know. So that also affects it. Like I said, the entitlement. You now feel like, okay, you're entitled to the woman's body and she should give it to you anytime, whether she's ready or not, and you too, you'll now be doing less than what you were doing before. And another thing that, you know, causes it is distractions. You know, when you are meeting somebody for the first time, you know, new love, new sex, you are present because you are just discovering this person and discovering this person's body. So you are present, like, you know, you are careful about everything. You want to please, you know, you want to do everything right. But after a while, you will now start getting distracted. Some people even receive phone call when they're having sex. I hope you are not on that bandwagon, God. Like, you know, you are doing this something and phone is ringing and you are picking phone. Like, what's the meaning of that? What do you mean? The person can wait now, but you know, when the see finish enters, that's what happens, you know. So it makes it less interesting as it should be, you know. Okay, so and the final thing that causes someone to lose steam is if the two people are not feeling each other anymore. You know, if especially if there has been high expectations that you know, this person, you've expected this person will take you there, take you there, take you there, take you to the peak. You know, maybe this person speaks more than they can do, you know, and wants to say, I could take you there, and then, you know, you try the first time, it's like, okay, you make excuses. Maybe it's because it's the first time. It's because it's the first time, you know, the excitement is too high, and blah, blah, blah. You do it the second time, okay, maybe it's just getting to know my body. You do it the third time, you know, by the fourth time, you begin to lose steam, like, oh, this is not, it's not as, you are not who I thought you were. You know, and you begin to lose interest. You begin to lose interest, and then the sex is not really as interesting. And then if the person you are also with is not adventurous, you know, if you continue to do the same things, like I always say, it gets boring. You know, if you do the same style today, you do the same style, so you are not even innovative, you are not even exploring, you are not stepping out of the box. You are just, okay, missionary, because you think, you know, you should be proactive, you should learn new things, you should step outside the box, read, watch movies, listen to Tiwa Says, you know, I give lots of tips for you to do new things and to pleasure your partner. Because if you are doing the same thing, you are that sex bed, that bed that was catching fire, the fire is just going to, like, they put fire extinguisher, everything is just going to die down, you know. So those are some of the reasons why in the beginning the peak will be so high to go up, and then after a while everything begins to dwindle and dwindle and dwindle. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to tell you here that's going to help you is that you never stop chasing, you never stop trying, you never stop experimenting and trying. So the same way you were pleasuring when you first met your partner, whether you are the male, whether you are the female, because I know that sometimes too, women too can get redundant and not want to do and just lie there, you know, and men too don't like their women just lying there. They want you to pleasure them, you know. It's not that it's only the man's work. Pleasure is not just the man's work. So it's not just that, oh, it's only the man that should be doing it. You too should pleasure your man. Let your man even just decide, today, don't do anything. I'm going to do everything, you know. Ride your man, whether it's sock, whether it's kiss, whether it's anything he wants, whether it's a massage, a hand job, oiling and all that. Do that for your partner. Let your male partner to get there, you know. So don't just stay in one place, and keep trying new things and keep exploring. And communication, you need to keep asking, because you can say that, okay, but we've been dating for 1 year and then I used to do it like this and you used to like it, but now you're suddenly saying it's not enough, you don't like it again. Yeah, that happens. That's why you have to keep in constant communication, because you know, people evolve. So what I liked last year may not be what I like this year, because I may have discovered something new in my body. I may have discovered a new pleasure point, you know, or, you know, things change and people change. I may even still like that, but I may like something more. So you have to keep in constant communication with your partner. So your partner will know, okay, this is what you like part-time. Okay, this is what you like in the interim, or this one I can start. Like, you know, I've told you, this one is for the men. I've told you people, when you want to have sex with your partner, whether it's a new partner, whether it's an old partner, stop going for the sexual organ first. You want to have sex with your partner and then you are putting hand in a, you know, vagina like that as a starter. Like, what's the meaning of that now? At least there's a process now, you know. Like I said, a woman's body is not like a man's body. A man, when he has hard-on, he has hard-on. He wakes up with hard-on, so he's always ready. But a woman needs to be prepped now, because you can't say because you have a hard-on, so the woman too, you just want to enter the hole like that. That's not how they do it now. You have to prep her as well, and you have to start with whether kisses, whether touches, whether a massage, whether sweet nonsense. You can even be speaking to your partner's ear and she will already get wet without you even touching her. So you have to learn all those things. So it's not that the first thing you just grab the breast, the first thing you just go here. Those are things that, you know, you follow due process before you go there. That by the time you now touch your partner in a vagina or put your finger or whatever there, their place is already wet. She's already moist, because you have already stimulated her, whether orally or otherwise, by touching her or by saying things or by kissing or by all that, you know. So don't just rush things. I hope with these few points of mine, I've been able to convince you and not confusing. I hope these tips have helped you. I hope you have discovered your own in this one. And please come back to give me the feedback. You know me, I like feedback. Give me the feedback. Send me a WhatsApp message. Put the comments in the comment section. Send me an email and let's know how we are doing. And don't forget to click that notification button so that you know when next I'm online with tips. And follow us on all our social media handles at The Eagle Online. And of course, share, like, and subscribe. I'll see you next time.